Still a page left.
Hey, how's it going, guys? My name is Lando Jr., but you may call me Lando, and I finally just saw Blade Runner 2049. Boy, this movie was a long one. Woo! Oh, God bless it, was it a long film. And before I saw this film, I wanted to see the original Blade Runner from Harrison Ford back in the 80s, and I wanted to see that one. And I saw it over the weekend because I'd never seen it before, and I wanted to check it out. That movie was like 100 minutes or an hour and 40 minutes for those of you who don't know the metric system. But this movie was an hour longer. When I saw the first Blade Runner, I saw it and I thought maybe there just wasn't enough time to give me a little more information. Blade Runner 2049 was just like, well, let's just give you an hour's worth more. Isn't that great? If you didn't, get a good night's sleep or a cup of coffee, you're not gonna do too well. Like I did. Not. But fortunately, I did not sleep through it. Unlike the lady who was several seats away from me. It's okay, ma'am. We understand. In the first film, from what I collected, it looks like a film about people who realize that they're replicants and they're rebelling. In this one, it's more like people who realize they are replicants, majority-wise, and this time they're starting to see an evolution, and the order that which it was is starting to change. And of course, sometimes change can be good, but in this case, it's like, no, we don't want the change, at least the people who are in charge. At least that's what I'm collecting. They're trying to find Harrison Ford's character Deckard because he did something that no one has ever done in this future, and that is to procreate. No one's ever done that before, and now it's actually happened. If you didn't see this film, or if you want to know what I thought of this film, or either way around, you have to honestly really look at it like this. The film is meant for you not to feel the emotion, but to see the emotion, to see. Kind of like the HAL 9000. You don't really understand emotions, you're supposed to just know emotion. It's kind of like that. You gotta see it through the eyes of a robot. The characters are really good, the performances I think are really good. Of all the characters that did well, it was the main villain. I can't remember her name, I'm gonna put it down here. She's from the Netherlands, she's kind of like the main villain. That's the one. Yeah, I just don't know it right now, but I know it now. Yeah, I really like her performance more so than all the other characters because it looks like she's holding back, but it's like she's gotta pull back. It's like this resistance and this push-pull effect happening in her. It's really well done, and I like her most of all. I didn't hate anybody, but then again, having to see it, it's kind of like in the neutral zone. Visually speaking, of course, everyone's saying, I know it, it's stunning, it's stunning. Orlando, don't you think it's stunning? I'm not gonna say it wasn't horrible. When there's a dark scene, it looks like it's caked over with bright colors. When there is a bright scene, it looks like it's caked over with neutral colors. And then there's some instances where neutral colors and bright colors and dark colors kind of cake over each other in a sense. That's really nice because it's kind of setting the mood of what the atmosphere is all about. In my eyes, I almost think like when they're in a dark area caked over with bright colors, it's as if like an emotion, you feel horrible, you feel bad. Look, bright sunny colors. Hey, your dog died, tickle fine. Imagine going to see your most boring teacher. Imagine that boring teacher. You know, the one that's like, hello everyone, we're gonna study the following for the hour. Oh my God. Afterwards, it's over, and you go to home and you study exactly what he told you to study. You take the notes, you look at the homework, and you're just like, man, this is a lot more interesting than what this guy's talking about. That's Blade Runner. You watch the movie, you get bored, you're snoozing maybe, but then you leave and you start thinking. And that's when things get interesting. After the movie's over. Not during it, but after. So there's some interesting aspects in this film, some interesting things that make you think. But you have to go through 2.5 hours, over 2.5 hours, just to get to that point. Ugh. It's not a bad aspect to see it in that angle. It's kind of like life. You can't just immediately have something thrown at you and go, oh, well, you have to like this movie, or you have to like this, or agree or disagree. You get the time to think about it. Give it a chance to let it mess with your head, then come up with an idea. So idealistically, I wish this movie was interesting in terms of sitting down and watching it and not having to bore like the lady to the left of me did. I think it's good, but you have to go through that whole entire thing. So you gotta psych yourself and mess with yourself in order to get to that moment. Mess with yourself. Well, at least you don't mess yourself. I would give it 2 different ratings. 2 different ratings. Not a 2 out of 10. No. 2 different ratings. On an emotional level, I would give this film a 6. It's okay, it's boring, it's long-winded, it's ugh. However, on a rational scale, after thinking about it, I give it an 8. It's not too shabby. It's not a bad film. I think it's actually quite interesting. On a rational scale, it's really good. On an emotional scale, it's something else. If you have the chance to watch it, or if you want to go watch it, it's not bad. But be sure to get a good night's rest and a cup of coffee. Would I see it again? Someone would have to beg me to tell me, like, look, Orlando, you gotta rewatch the film. There's some scenes you may have missed in this movie. Okay, maybe I will see it again, but oh my god, I gotta go through that whole thing. That's the thing that throws me on the fence. On one hand, I could get more information, but on the other hand, 163 minutes. I don't know, man. But what did you guys think of the film? Did you see it? Do you think it's an interesting movie? Would you want to go check it out? Let me know in the comments below. But otherwise, I want to thank you guys so much for checking out this review of mine. And if you haven't done so, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And hopefully you like this video and give it a like. Give it a comment if you like to as well. And if you don't know as well, I'm also on Instagram. Look me up at YoumaycallmeLando. Or if you want to, even find me on Facebook at Orlando Jr. Otherwise, guys, thank you so much for watching. More content to come. In the meantime, you guys take care.